one more. All right, there you go. All right, are we fixed? Holy mackerel. Sound is back. Yeah, little technical difficulties because the Earth was moving a little quicker than it was supposed to. Anyway, will Cespedes play or will Ellsbury play? Which player will be on the field first? Cespedes or Ellsbury? That's the big question of the day. After that, the Mets acquired today. They acquired Piazza from the Marlins. If you remember, and you may or may not, of course, Preston Wilson, Ed Yarnell, and Jeff Jets. Whatever, I don't even know these guys. Were traded. Are you kidding me? Preston Wilson, Ed Yarnell, and Jeff Jets was traded to get my. Look, I mean, the Marlins just haven't changed, man. They haven't changed a bit. Same Florida Marlins. There you go, a field of dreams. All right. Major League Baseball war leaders. Since the start of 2012, there's no secret that Mike Trout was number one, okay? But can anybody name who is number two in WAR since 2012? Okay? Not Arenado. And stop it. Just because you fix this damn thing doesn't mean... Mike Trout was number one since 2012, okay? Preston, fans were crying that Preston Wilson was in the deal. Number two, I'll tell you, number five is Paul Goldschmidt. Andrew McCutchen is number four. Josh Donaldson is number three. Mike Trout is number one. Who is number two? Okay? Cece's on the DL. Good morning to Malpal. All right, let's get with it. Arizona and San Diego, Greg Garcia, whoever the heck he is, had a big day for his hometown team, the Padres. They jumped on Arizona early. Eric Lauer won for the first time in 7 starts. Garcia had 3 hits. He's not a pickup, so don't even go there. Lauer held the Diamondbacks to 1 run, 4 hits, struck out 7, and walked none. He won the first time since April. I have Lauer in Tout Wars. Won for the first time since April 8th. And since then, he had 3 losses and 3 no decisions. Escobar got an RBI double in the 6th, and then he struck out the side in the 7th. All right. Look, Lauer entered Wednesday having not had a quality start since opening day, and the Padres entered the series having lost 3 straight, 6 out of 7. Kirby Yates, who has become the best relief pitcher in Major League Baseball, he got the final 3 outs, saved number 20. And Eric Hosmer had a big night. Hosmer's been hitting tremendous, okay, for this San Diego team. Hosmer's been on a real hot streak. He had a 2-run homer of Zach Greinke on Tuesday, if you remember. So they roughed up Kelly for 4 runs and 5 hits. Wilmer Flores with a small fracture on the top of his right foot, and they don't expect Fernando Tatis to rejoin the team on this upcoming road trip. Despite the recent power outage, the Diamondbacks still have the offensive numbers that rival the league leaders. And entering Wednesday, the Diamondbacks were first in hits, first in total bases, fourth in runs, fifth in batting average. So not a bad offensive team there in Arizona. And the reality is the Padres won just 3 straight to move into second place in the National League West. They bumped Arizona back to third with a 25-25 record. And if it weren't for the Diamondbacks' torrid April, the sweep in Petco Park would even burn more. Yates saved 4 games in a row. Right? Over 6 days last month. His strikeout streak ended at 5 batters when his first out Wednesday came on a fly ball. And with 1 strikeout Wednesday, Yates has done such a great job. He struck out almost 47% of the batters he's faced this year. That's the 3rd highest rate among qualifying relievers. 31.5% chase rate entering Wednesday's game for San Diego was the 10th highest in the majors. More indicative of what they'd like to improve is that they've entered the game having a 12.5% of their plate appearances. 12.5% of their plate appearances lasted just 1 pitch. That's the 3rd highest ratio in the majors. So they Absolutely. They chase pitches and they swing at the first pitch. The Padres are hitting 309 with 16 home runs in one pitch plate appearances. Okay? Hosmer in 20's last 25 games has a 358 batting average, 15 RBIs and 16 runs. And here's a scheduling, the schedule in Major League Baseball is wacko. They've already played 10 games, San Diego and Arizona. And of course, the Padres swept these three. They don't play again until September, and they have 9 games in the month of September. So here we are, the end of May, and they don't see each other until September. And by the way, the number 2 WAR since 2012, Buster Posey. Nobody got that one. Good morning to Zelma, right? Good morning to Zelma. It was Buster Posey. There you go. Atlanta Braves, Max Fried has made 10 starts this season, and he's allowed 2 earned runs or less in 8 out of those 10. He is every bit the pitcher that I saw in the Arizona Fall League. Unfortunately, I had him last year. I couldn't get him back this year. I mean, I have not had a good year. Between Max Fried and David Bote, I didn't pick up either one of them. He's received more run support this season than any other pitcher in the National League, so that helps him. Dansby Swanson and Freddie Freeman, hit back-to-back homers in the second inning. Atlanta scored 6 unearned runs. San Francisco, terrible. They botched the double play, the whole thing. And one day after Luke Jackson blew a 2-run lead in the ninth inning, in the 4-3 loss, the Braves jumped out to an early lead, and they coasted to their 9th victory in 12 games to pull 1.5 games behind Philadelphia in the National League East. Fried allowed 2 runs in 6 innings for his 3rd straight win, the National League leading overall 7th. Now, Max Fried, he also got an RBI, but who cares? Swanson, 2 hits, including his 8th home run. Freeman has gone deep in 5 of the last 7 games, so DFS, there you go. Austin Riley also homered for the Braves. He had a 3-run homer of Derek Holland in the 7th, and Acuna helped out the defense with 2 great catches at the center field wall. So Tyler Austin homered for the Giants. Samardzija had 7 strikeouts, gave up 4 hits. He had 2 walks in 6 innings. Atlanta had hit 6 home runs in the first 3 games, and the Braves began Wednesday tied for number 6 in the National League with 66 home runs. Josh Donaldson had the night off. Brandon Belt was rested before pinch hitting in the 9th. Joe Panic got the night off as well. Over the last week, the Braves starters have averaged 1.24 ERA, 2 runs in 43 2/3 innings. They've allowed just 3 home runs, and they have done a great job. Fried, Soroka have been outstanding. Julio Teheran's work has been less appreciated, but he's posted an 0.79 ERA over his last 4 games. Kevin Gausman is starting to round into form. Mike Fultonowicz had his best start on Sunday. What happened to Mike Coffey? Oh, there you go. The rotation for Atlanta and their 2.97 ERA ranks 4th best in the major leagues this month. I got heavy workload, okay? 109 innings pitched over that span, 2nd most in the National League. The team with the most innings from their rotation in this month is Chicago, not the Blackhawks, the Chicago Cubs. So there you go. Riley, 11 for 30 in his first 8 games. How about that one? 7 runs, a double, and 9 RBIs. How about that? Samardzija became the 2nd Giants starter in San Francisco's history to log 6 innings while giving up at least 6 runs, but not allowing an earned run. Now, if you remember, back in 1986, Mike LaCosse accomplished that feat in a 7-inning start. Last year, the Giants scored 32 runs in the 9th inning, 6 less than any other team in baseball. Okay? This year, they already have 29 runs in the 9th inning, 2nd in Major League Baseball. Funny how that catches up. The Cubs, with 5 walk-off hits, beat the Phillies And I'll tell you something. Uh, Theo Epstein almost called his lineup broken last October, and he came back, and Alberto Amora hit his first Grand Slam home run in the fifth. Javier Baez, a solo shot in the seventh. Anthony Rizzo's three-run homer in the third. Not bad. Bryant blooped the single to center ahead of Rizzo's mammoth blast in the top of the right field video board. Okay, so Bryant has a team-leading 31 walks, and his on-base percentage is .404. Not bad, right? Not bad. So I'll tell you, they're gonna be kicking in. I'll tell you, Cole Hamels was very mediocre, to say to be kind. Okay, just to be kind. Okay, very mediocre. Morning to everybody in the chat room. Good morning to Phil. Who has the highest lore or war? It was Mike Trout. Keston Hiura is the first hitter to homer off Luis Castillo's changeup this year. Coming into the game yesterday, hitters had struck out 58 of 108 plate appearances against that changeup. With Davis and Castillo, knocked out of the game early in their first four outings of the year, how many people thought this game would be under? Davies had a 5-0 record, a 1.5 earned run average, second lowest in the majors. Castillo checked in with a 1.9, the fourth lowest, and they both went up. Grandal hit a home run to get the Braves back and the Brewers back in the game, but it was crazy. He walked 3 times, drew 2 walks in his 2 plate appearances against Castillo. He has walked 17 times in 18 games in May, after he walked 10 times in 27 games in March and April. Grandal hit a 2-run home run in the 6th inning, and there you go. So Grandal really doing a good job out there in Milwaukee. All in all, Cincinnati and Milwaukee both used 6 pitchers, with Hader earning his 12th save in 12 chances. And there you go. And of course, Christian Yelich going through a bunch of treatments today to see how he is. He had some muscle issues in his back. They call it short term, but it's not chronic. That's and that's the key. If it's chronic, it's bad. If it's not chronic, it's Michael at the kitchen table, and that's good. Good morning to that guy, Timothy the Hooker. My hooker is here, Malpal Meckert, and thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. Okay? Really do. Yasiel Puig, who had that sprained right shoulder after he made a catch in right field. He crashed into the padded wall in Cincinnati on Sunday. Now, he didn't play Wednesday, second game in a row, but they expect him to play on Friday after an off day today. And Ben Gamel got on base 4 times. And the great part about it was that he got hit by a pitch twice and he walked twice. There you go. So how about that one, all right? And Amir Garrett, watch out for this kid. He's recorded his last 9 outs via strikeouts. And Amir Garrett is an interesting pickup. I don't know exactly where he's going to flourish, but this former St. John's small forward basketball player could be pretty good. The Rockies' 9-3 win against the Pirates on Wednesday night. It was a solid pitch. Look, it was tantalizing, as they said in Colorado, right? This is what they're capable of. John Gray reached 97 miles an hour. Keep an eye on him. He could be coming on. He allowed 3 runs, 7 hits over 7 innings, struck out 7, walked 1. Daniel Murphy, he could be coming on too. Hit a 3-run homer in the first inning. Tony Walters, who, if you're scoring at home, has taken over the catching job from Chris Iannetta. It's now pretty official. So they were 6 for 13. Runners in scoring position. Brendan Rodgers making his 3rd big league start. 3 for 5, but he had 2 infield singles and an RBI double. Got his first extra base hit, okay? After losing 4 straight games in the middle of this current 8-game road trip, now the Rockies have won 2 games in Pittsburgh, and they have a chance to complete a rare road sweep today in Pittsburgh. I'll tell you, they laid back in Pittsburgh. They had a crowd of about 9,500. And that's not good, man. It's a great